Welcome to Liminal Writing.
You got it? Hello, everyone.
And today we have chosen a very profound line
Indeed.
from a very profound source. A quote from Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. And the line is, "It never hurts to keep looking for sunshine."
Okay, I start.
Why don't I go first? I'll switch
Okay,
it.
finally.
I'll go first. I'll go
You
first.
always
Finally.
start. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. It never hurts to keep looking for sunshine. Bright sun, muted lights, opaque rays, Phoebus, Helios, and Ra, beaming from the same source. Though the darkness falls almost half the time, in our hearts, hopeful, innocent, enduring, the sun comes through. She always does.
Oh, Lord.
And
Okay, my turn.
all right, where did you go?
Oh my. It never hurts to keep looking for sunshine from Eeyore. The dark clouds covered the mountaintops. So much for watching the sunrise from this seaside town. And so I turned to the sound of waves crashing on the black ash gray shore, paying homage to the volcanic forest that expanded the beach line, recalling in bittersweet awe how the force of nature made the Americans flee from our land. No, not our protesting voices. It was the angry, spewing Pinatubo Mountain that sparked their exit. With back turned to the rising sun, hidden behind the majesty of mountains, I look up instead to the horizon, to that line where ocean meets sky. And there it was, the colors of sunshine reflecting across the distance of mountain, sand, and sea. Dancing hues of pink and orange and magenta, even weaving themselves amongst clouds and clear skies. And it doesn't hurt anymore. Why are you like stunned?
Well, because it's like when I was listening to you, it kind of like, oh, okay, I know that. I think she's talking about a specific place, right? I know that we were talking about it earlier, the coast of Zambales. And then you brought it into the fight of, well, the overthrow of the American occupation of forces. So like, oh,
It jolted you, but it's all true. It's at that place, right?
yeah.
So yeah, as Lee was mentioning, I just spent the past weekend in this coastal town in the Philippines called Zambales. That was the area where the Pinatubo Mountain exploded.
Yeah.
So it was a huge, right, explosion. I think it even delayed the what they call it, global warming by it was huge, could be seen by satellite, but also it covered the US military bases, both the Clark Air Base and the Subic Naval
Yes.
Base. It covered them in ash.
Yeah. And I remember I was in Manila when it happened.
Even in Manila, me too. I was driving the car and the ash was on the windshield.
I was watching television and then I noticed like, why is there something on my skin? And then
Really?
I did this to
Oh
the
my
TV. It's like, oh, there's all the
God.
dust. And then the
What?
radio news came on saying there was the volcanic eruption of Mount Pinatubo. Like, what the
Yeah.
quiet?
I was literally
You
driving
were
on the main road in Manila and it was like ash on your windshield. Anyway, so that was what I was referring to here because I was there last weekend. It's that image of looking for sunshine. We had tried to wake up really early, so we're out by 5:30, dark and dark, yeah, but quickly lightening the sky. And we
yeah.
realized that the sunrise was by the mountains as opposed to by the sea, right?
On the sea, yeah.
So I couldn't see the sunrise really.
Yeah.
I was like, and then it's a bit cloudy. But then that's when I then looked the other way, right? Because the shore was there. And it was so magical because you looked at this horizon, just expansive sea and the
Yeah.
horizon. And the sky shifted colors. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful.
Yeah. So you were seeing the sun as it was peeking through the mountains.
I couldn't see it because it was behind the mountain, but the lightening of the sky was traveling. The light came on the other
Okay.
side. So when I turned my back to the rising sun, I actually saw
Yeah.
the sky by the horizon was changing color.
So on the water, like looking at the coast,
Yeah,
looking at the
the
sea.
horizon. The
Beautiful.
sea, and then you see the horizon, and then some clouds forming there. It's basically a reflection of the light that's coming from behind you, because it's true. Sometimes you see sunshine in the less obvious side of things. And then that's when I said it doesn't hurt anymore, because that was also a healing moment for me
Yeah.
with whatever was going on. But it was just magical that moment.
Humans, there's always hope in us.
Yeah.
Desire to say, you know what? It will be better. We will be better.
Yeah, because that's the
Yeah.
only way we can carry on, no?
And I think the powerful emotions of love and hope will always
Prevail,
pull us through. Right?
as we
So
say.
many things have
Love
been
wins.
done. Love wins. And so
Love wins.
thank
Oh,
you. Thank you for this inspiration for the day of saying it never hurts to keep looking for the sunshine.
it does.
It's like there's always dark and light moments, but we live in hues and mutes and shadows and bright colors. So
Yes. So also, that's one thing we would also like to share to whoever is listening there and wants to try out some liminal writing, is that inspiration can come from anywhere. From a comic book
yeah.
to a newspaper article to a novel beside you, or as Lee always picks out, food magazines.
And you don't have to be limited to English as the
Yeah,
language that you're in. You could choose from any source too and just
whatever works.
use liminal writing as a way to write in the language that most calls you to be.
So that's picking out a phrase, a trigger line that will be your launching pad, if you may. And then do timed writing, 10 minutes. At least you know you're not going to be having to write forever in that one moment. Just 10 minutes, let it out, whatever comes. Yeah, see what comes out.
You
On
got
that
it.
note, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for landing on our spot, liminal writing.
Yes.
Right.
Bye. Bye now.
Bye, folks.